Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your motherfucking boy, SS Rika. Today, I'm bringing you guys a video discussing the never before seen footage in Dragon Ball Super. Now, this video is just going to be me discussing some of the stuff that we know that went down in Dragon Ball Super, but we have yet to see how it went down or how it occurred. So, if there's something that I missed, because I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't put on this list, make sure you guys tell me in the comment section down below. But these things are the ones that really stuck out to me and the things that I think that we need to see ASAP. So, one of them is Beerus versus Champa, their past fights. Now we know that Beerus versus Champa, they fought in a lot in the past before. That's how basically Whis and Vados were able to determine that they were equals up until Champa got lazy and then started saying, you know what, fuck this. That's why we know that Beerus is stronger. But I really want to see how their fights went down in the past, because we know that when they were fighting, they didn't really show us in the anime, but in the manga, they said that when Beerus and Champa were beginning to fight, they said that they could have ended up destroying Universe 7, I believe. So if they fought in the past, does that mean that they destroyed universes while doing it, or like have they just, like, I want to see how it went down. Now we know eventually that their fights got too dangerous, so they end up like doing it in cook-offs, but I'm not gonna lie, I want to see how these two fights went or how their fights went down in the past, because I think it'll be amazing. Another one, this is kind of similar to that, but Vados training Whis. Now we know that when Vados was just introduced, we heard her say something along the lines that, oh, I've trained you, Whis, so I know that I'm stronger than you. And Whis was like, oh, I don't know if that's so true now. So this got me so hyped, because we know that Whis, he was pretty much the strong at the time. At that time, I don't want people trying to jump through the computer screen and break my neck, but at the time, we could assume that Whis, he was the strongest in Dragon Ball Super. So to find out that somebody that the strongest got trained, that's just like, oh my god, I need to see how that went down. Did it happen with their kids? Can we get a full backstory between these two? I mean, Vados training Whis, to me personally, we definitely gotta see that, because that's gonna lead into how Whis trained Beerus and so on and so forth. So yeah, we need to get that ASAP. Another one is this one. Oh my god, we need to see it. Xeno destroying the other universes. Now, the reason why this is on the list is because this one is just straight up spooky. Yes, it is spooky. We know that Xeno, he's a very laid back and carefree guy. We already know that. So the fact that he was able to destroy universes, that means that he must have been angry at something. I want to know what the other universes did to piss him off. Why did he go out and do that? Like, Xeno, he seems like the nicest ruler of all time. So the fact that he was able to destroy universes shows that they pissed him off and they made him do something that he didn't want to do. This one's more up here because I want to see Xeno's wrath, his anger, because we haven't really seen anybody piss him off yet in the series. So I can't wait until we see that. Another one is Frieza's full training. Now, a lot of people, they hate the resurrection of F-Arga. A lot of people, they just straight up despise the fact that Frieza came back, and I believe 4 months he was able to get on par with Goku. Now, we saw a little bit of his training when he was training with his father. I can't remember the guy's name, his father henchman, and that really wasn't it. I want to see Frieza's whole training process, because I'm gonna be honest, if all he did was just simple like beating down that father until he like got like boost or something, then yeah, I can see why people are mad. But I want to see his actual training process and how did he actually acquire that strength, because let's be honest, it's not that common for you to just jump straight up from Super Saiyan 1 level to a freaking Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Blue level. So I definitely got to see Frieza's trainings and how did he actually get that far, because he made possibly the biggest leap. He's on some Future Trunks shit, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And speaking of Future Trunks, I had to discuss Future Trunks and Mai's relationship. Now, this one is completely random. This has to be the most random relationship of all time. Up there with Goku. Well, Goku and Chi-Chi had some. That's not the point. The point is Future Trunks and Mai. Now, we know that in the Black Goku arc, Future Trunks and Mai, they seem to have an intimate relationship. I mean, they're obviously like leading on to each other. They're like each other a lot, but where did this come from? I mean, we know that, I'm guessing that, listen, at this point, I think that the timelines are like fucking Dragon Ball Super, because we know that this Trunks, he's apparently the same Trunks that went back in time during the Cell Saga. So where was Mai at during then? Like, did time fly by? Did they end up meeting there? Because even if they end up meeting later on, like, where did Mai come into this equation? Like, where did she come in? Because if I'm not mistaken, the Red Ribbon, all those guys, they're pretty much done for it, even in Trunks's destroyed Cell timeline. So where did Mai come from? Like, how this is an awkward relationship, but I mean, this just leads to a whole bunch of questions that I think we need to get answered pretty soon. Another one is Beerus' dream about Saiyans. Now, this might be me. I might be the only one, but whenever Beerus was introduced, he was talking about the dream about him fighting a Saiyan god. I was just like, what the? Like, Beerus actually dreamt about fighting him. We know that the little fish thing, he actually had the same, or he actually had the same little fortune thing about Beerus, but I want to see how Beerus' dream actually went out because he necessarily didn't know it was Goku, but he dreamt of him fighting a god. If you know what I'm saying, that's kind of weird. Like, how do you dream about fighting somebody, but you don't know anything about them? So, what if he was envisioning some type of other Saiyan god? Maybe it was some type of foreshadowing to later on this arc. Maybe he was fighting another god. I know there's been a lot of people saying stuff like, there's going to be a monkey god that's going to be the Saiyan god. So, I think that would be cool. So, who was Beerus fighting in his dream, and how does his dream play out? Because he said it was the greatest battle that he had in a while. So me personally, I can't wait until we actually do get to, or we probably won't see that, but I will be hyped if we did get to see that. I'm not gonna lie. Now this one's going back to Xeno, and this one is Xeno getting appointed the king of all title. Now this one is just simple. It's in its name. How did Xeno get this king of all title? I mean, let's be honest, the king of all, this is something that you could say, okay, I'm just gonna take this role, I'm just gonna do it. No, like, you're the leader of all 12 other universes. So I want to see, how did Xeno end up getting this role? This is Xeno's character, just as general, just a huge mystery, but did he have to earn this title? Like, did he have to go through some type of competition, or was it just handed out to him to like blood or something? Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll get to see something if we get more on Xeno's past, but I just want to know, how did he end up getting this title? Because he doesn't really seem, well, I'm not going to say that he doesn't seem like a ruler, because we know that he does enforce the law sometimes, but yeah, I just want to see, how does Xeno get this role, because this is one of the biggest, no, this is the biggest role in Dragon Ball Super. Now this one kind of goes back to Dragon Ball Z a little bit, and at the same time it kind of goes into Battle of Gods, but Beerus sealing up Elder Kai. Now I'm not gonna lie, Akira Toriyama, this was some crazy foreshadowing that he did. I mean, let's give it a round of applause to Akira Toriyama, because this foreshadowing was on some next level stuff. Back in Dragon Ball Z, we had the Elder Kai. He even said that he was sealed up inside the Z sword by somebody, by a mysterious foe. I mean, at this point, I don't think that Akira Toriyama, well, I'm pretty sure that this was shown right here, that Akira Toriyama, he was planning for more stuff after Dragon Ball Z. So when I hear people say, or not after the Buu saga, so when I hear people say stuff like, oh, Kai shouldn't, or not Kai, Super shouldn't exist, I'm like, shut the hell up. We know that Toriyama, he wanted to at least give a little bit more information after Z ended, but why? Well, we know the why Beerus sealed him up, but how did he seal him up? Like, what made him seal him up in a sword? There's a whole bunch of questions I have to ask for that. I just want to see the whole confrontation go down, because a lot of people are speculating that Beerus, he sealed up the Elder Kai so that he wouldn't die, so that, because we know the whole connection between the Supreme Kai and the God of Destruction. If the Supreme Kai, or if the Supreme Kai dies, then basically bye bye Beerus. So a lot of people are saying, okay, he obviously sealed him up so he wouldn't die, but I just want to see how the competition went down. Did Beerus go up to him and say, yeah, I don't want to die, so I'm gonna seal you up? So I can't wait to actually see that. Now the next one is Black Goku killing the gods. Now I know that I made a video talking about this, and a lot of people, they actually made some interesting theories. One of the biggest things that's saying that Black Goku actually didn't kill the God of Destruction, and he actually did kill the Supreme Kai, which is way more believable, because if Black Goku did go around killing all the God of Destruction, that would just be crazy. I mean, he would be way too strong, but I want to actually see how he ended up, well, I want to see the process of him killing the gods, because I think it'll be neat to see him traveling to all the other universes and start slaying them, because we know that not all the Supreme Kais, they're not all the same. Like, so we know how Beerus and Champa, they have, like, they're pretty much the same people, let's be honest, but with the Supreme Kais, we know that they're different from each one. So I think it'll be dope if we did get to see each and every Supreme Kai. The next one is Goku and Vegeta's full training with Whis. Now this one's simple. The full training between Goku, Vegeta, and Whis. I mean, we seen little bits and pieces. We seen the beginning with the whole weightlifting, them watching at the beers, and then we see the little bit with like Whis and them actually training. But this one, it's more about, I want to see like them actually obtaining like Super Saiyan Blue and everything. Like, I want to see like the final results of their training, and yeah, that's basically where this one lands. And last but not least, this one might come out of nowhere, but Kabe and Frost freeing the other planets. Now we know that Frost. He's basically the Frieza of Universe 6. Yeah, Universe 7. No, I think Universe 7, I'm pretty sure. We basically know that he's the Frieza of that verse, and we know that he's been going around, like, he's basically been doing like an inside job. He will put people on the planet, then he will go there and then eliminate them and be like, yeah, I'm a hero. But I just want to see those missions and how they went down, because I'm gonna be honest, I want to know more about the universe just in general. So I can't wait until, or if we do get to see it, I keep saying I can't wait as if we're actually, as if it's actually confirmed that we're gonna get this stuff. But overall, this is basically it for the never before seen stuff that I want to see in Dragon Ball Super. I think that if we do get this footage, and it'll basically expand on story even more, and it'll make this series even more epic. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. If you guys like these longer type of videos, let me know. Peace out.